pastime legends. Coming up, we got ZeRo versus Salem. While we're loading into the stage, quick shout outs to our sponsors, HubTag, Smashboards, Astro, Linode, Envy Gaming, and Broken Tier. Definitely looking forward to Diddy versus ZeRo Suit Samus. Diddy was always a matchup Salem liked because he's got great item control, being that in Brawl, ZeRo Suit Samus used to spawn with armor pieces. Something that they needed to take advantage of to get a head start on their opponents. So let's see if he's able to convert that tech skill over into this game. Oh, I might have spoke too soon. Salem switches over to Villager. And we're right into the match. Villager versus Diddy Kong. Perhaps that pocket technology would be very useful for dealing with Diddy Kong's projectile. See a lot of camping with the gyroid rocket with the forward air. Can Diddy Kong get in on this? Because right now it's completely working. ZeRo does not seem prepared. He's using the platforms and a lot of vertical spacing with these forward airs to try and get inside, and so far it's working. Let's see how Salem answers back. He's got a tree. Villager just looks so silly, just neutral airing all over the place, but so far it's working. Very difficult to go in on this. I'm surprised that ZeRo's not just throwing out a lot more forward air. It'll beat out the neutral air cleanly, and forward air was all three of his hits so far. ZeRo's finding it extremely difficult to get the grab, but after his 8th grab attempt, he finally does manage to get the grab and converts it into a nice edge guard. Forward air coming out, doesn't manage to get anything past that, but Salem's still off the stage, so perhaps he'll maybe figure out a way to get some more damage. At the end, finally converts it up to 67%. But we're back in the neutral. Nice, a rogue fair sends Salem to the edge, but ZeRo blocks at an inconvenient moment, thus for letting him back onto stage. One scary thing about Villager is that you always have to be mindful of that forward smash. It will KO Diddy Kong right about now. Take a trip on the Lloyd Rocket to the other side of the stage. Not sure if that changed the game state at all, but it was fun to watch him go for a ride. Lloyd Rocket set up, but we instead decided to go for the tree. Not a forward air. ZeRo wasn't having any of that. He's like, just because I'm a monkey doesn't mean I'm going to climb your tree. And we see an early taunt coming out. Uh-oh. Does that mean, uh-oh, you're going to down throw up air me? Good DI means it will be converted into a fair, and now ZeRo's a little bit more savvy. He recognized from the first time that we do have free fall, and we can see now why we decided to take a ride on that rocket. Good knockback coming there from the rocket. Axe fake out. A lot of patience coming out from Diddy Kong, simply blocking all the projectiles. Will Salem be able to get a read on this? Some very aggressive motions coming out with these Lloyd Rockets from Salem. They are punishable, but it's a little bit tricky if you don't have experience in the matchup. Slingshot versus Peanut Popgun. Both players looking for a way to take each other out. This throw will be significant, but not enough to send him off that death line. Salem recovering to the edge. Since that Lloyd Rocket connected, he does not go into free fall, but instead bounces off the shield with a down air. However, ZeRo is able to convert that disadvantageous position of Salem into a back throw. That'll be the first stock. Diddy Kong at 96%. He's off the stage. Salem just looking to end it there with a forward smash. I think maybe forward tilt could have left him with a few more options. But we see a sweet spot coming out right there. That'll be tied game, one stock apiece, both at 0%. Got ourselves a fresh match. Right now, Diddy Kong taking his time on the platforms. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left on the clock. Potentially, we could see this game going to time if it continues at this pace. Got Lloyd Rocket, got a tree, got an axe. Forward air trying to snipe out something special. Not having any of it. Lots of activity going on the stage right now. A lot of foreign objects coming out. The players barely interacting with each other. We've seen a total between the two of them, 40% get racked up since the beginning of the stock, and already there's an additional 30 seconds off the clock. ZeRo's at 42. Salem playing extremely smart, extremely safe right now, camping with down airs. Diddy Kong trying to find it with up airs, not finding anything. We've got a lot of mobility coming out here. We see side Bs into down airs and just a lot of safe options. ZeRo fishing for clean hits, but simply just getting nicked out. I mean, that's not big percent right there. That down smash did not connect, but even just the 8% coming out from the down air is enough to help just grow the lead. And right now we're growing leads, growing trees, and soon we're going to be growing a timeout. We do see a misplay there. Side B into the edge does leave him slightly open, but ZeRo's not able to convert it into anything significant. Just a single forward air is not going to get him a W. And you can see the tree here. Is ZeRo going to get hit by that tree? Not at all. But one thing you have to take into mind is the time it takes to cut down that tree is 3 more seconds off the clock. And right now, as it winds down, we're a little bit reminiscent of when ADHD was fighting ZeRo back at a previous SK-Tar. I believe that was SK-Tar 2013, the legendary match. Because right now it's getting down to the wire, the percents are close. ZeRo takes the lead! Now Salem's got to figure out a way to get this percent back, and he's only got 15 seconds to do it, but a grab and 2 pummels puts him in the lead by 28%. Basic mathematics, ladies and gentlemen. Pierce does not have 5 seconds left on the clock. Salem's got to go in for something. He's given up. He knows it's not enough. ZeRo takes it over Salem. I was so confident Salem was going to have that one, but a 23% lead at the end of the game, it will go to ZeRo. That's a match right there, folks. Diddy Kong! Survival! Alright, it looks like Lilac loses man. Salem switching over to Luigi. I was really excited to see that villager. I thought it definitely had a strong shot against Diddy Kong. I was seeing he had more options to control. That's one thing I love about watching Salem play. He always comes back the next time a little bit more leveled up. He always gains some new technology. He hits the lab, and he's so effective in the lab. You know, every time you watch him play, he's able to surprise you with some new technology. So I'm definitely excited to see the next time he decides to go villager. But right now he decides he's not going to put his last game on the line with it. He realizes he has to win this match, and he's just not confident in his villager to pull it out. After ZeRo showed he was able to play patient and take that, he realizes once he falls behind with that villager, it's really hard to pull back the lead, and he can't afford to just lose the lead and then lose the set from there. So he's going to switch over to Luigi. Definitely not a character you see very often, and again, Salem's been full of surprises tonight. Definitely looking forward to see what he's going to bring. I'm expecting ZeRo to stay Diddy Kong fully, but he could have gotten scared by that villager. So let's see what happens here. ZeRo does have quite a few characters in his repertoire. Both players are ready. We're just looking for the battle to start. There it goes. I know Lilac was banned. Not instantly shown PR. It'll be Smashville. Saturday night is tomorrow, so KK won't be joining us. Instead, we'll get a series of Luigi combos, and as I said, I was correct. ZeRo did get scared. He decided to switch off of that Diddy Kong and onto Sheik, so we've got 2 new characters. Both players opted to switch onto the Smashville stage. Luigi versus Sheik, and so far, Luigi's doing a hell of a job. 51% over the Sheik. It's very scary to be at a percent deficit against Luigi because it means you have to approach. Luigi does have fairly decent defensive tools, and of course he packs a big punch when it comes to landing KO options. Salem very willing to take those trades, just using a smart and simple fireball game here. Charge angle up forward smash seems almost a little disrespectful. Trying to take him out at 67%. That down smash, though, will put him at 93, and that's kill range. Neutral air could kill, up smash could kill, down smash could kill, forward smash could kill. He's got a lot of options here. He's opened him up. But neutral air is so good against characters without disjointed hitboxes, and Sheik is amongst that set. Luigi's neutral air is a little bit more disjointed than it looks, has great range. The hitbox just positions itself so well out there in front of Luigi. Really difficult to challenge with non-disjointed aerials. Of course, that's what Sheik's all about. You got a conversion forward throw into up air. And ZeRo playing completely respectful of Luigi's neutral air. Doesn't go for the juggle. Accidentally side B's the wrong direction. And he just realizes he's not going to get the juggle. He's playing very patiently. He realizes, okay, if I'm going to experiment, if I'm going to figure out how I can beat this neutral air, it's not going to be at the cost of my stock. He realizes the percent he's at, and he's managed to tie it up with smart and simple gameplay. He realizes he does not need to get these follow-ups. He can get the reset later, and his patience is paid off. He catches the up air, takes out Luigi's first stock. So despite the fact that Salem was off to a strong fight, it's looking like a little bit of a repeat from last game. Neutral air comes out, breaks him out of that combo. It also comes out so fast. I believe frame 2. I have to double check that. So one of your scholars in the chat, put Pierce on blast. Tweet at me at Pierce7D. Let me know what frame Luigi's neutral air hits in Smash 4. Great read there by Salem. Up smash anti-air will take up the stock and tie it up here. 32% on Luigi. But now ZeRo, of course, has the advantage, coming out with that invincibility. Manages to get a single back air, some needles, converting minor percents forward air into the shield. Won't be any good. He gets a grab. Uh-oh. We're going blow for blow, trading a little bit here. I'm looking for Salem to find a little bit more of those anti-air up smashes. It was really good to figure out the KO, and maybe he could be saving it for that. But I think when you're playing from a deficit like this, you can't really hold that back too much, and you see that ZeRo's going for a lot of jump-ins. So a couple more of those anti-air up smashes could be exactly what he needs to punish Sheik's jump-ins here. His offensive pressure is paying off. He's managed to rack up some percent, and he's really leaning on this neutral air, which ZeRo continues to respect. Zahara is not in town today, but we do have a bunch of trades going on. The players have racked up the damages, and now Luigi is at 105%. The moment ZeRo decides not to respect that neutral air, Luigi is able to fall down and get some reward off of it, but then he goes for the air dodge instead of the neutral air as he was, and ZeRo is ready to capitalize on that. He takes the back air, takes the set. ZeRo takes it 2-0 over Salem, but quite respectful, exciting games out there.